Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. It's time for dinner, and so here we are back again. Gonna make dinner together. Hopefully this is a recipe that you'll use in your kitchen. It's a really quick and simple one to prep. And then it's all done in one pan, so it's only one pan to clean up. Today we're going to do a pan roasted chicken and vegetables all on a stone. This is our shallow stoneware. Our shallow dish stoneware. It's got small sides, which is similar to our bar pan. So for those of you that have a bar pan, you can do this recipe just as easily on that. You can do it in any stone that has any sides to it. You want to make sure it has sides so that the juices don't drip into your oven, because that's a terrible mess and nobody wants to go there and clean that up. So this is actually what inspired me to use this dish today. Is I was talking to a friend on the phone, Carla. I don't know if you're watching, but this is because of you. And we were talking about this piece today. And so she just was ordering one as a Christmas gift for her mom. And so I thought, hey, let's use this piece today. So we are going to use it. It's exactly the same as a stoneware. You've heard me talk about our stoneware so much. I use it exclusively in my oven. I don't use metal pans anymore because they end up rusting and you end up replacing them over and over and over again. A stone you don't have to replace. Over time it just seasons better and better, becomes completely non-stick. It's easier to clean and it's prettier. You can go right from your oven to your table with this piece. It's fantastic. Why wouldn't you have one? Anyway, let's move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with some veggies. So what I have, you can't see everything, I realize that. I'm limited by my camera movement, but I've got 5 potatoes, 2 peppers, pick your colors. I have red and yellow, 3 really small onions, 1 really large one, or 2 medium, depending on how much you like onions. Again, this is all, you can play with the levels of this based on the likings of your family. I have a zucchini. I have 4 skin-on, bone-in chicken breasts. And I have some rosemary rub, salt, pepper, olive oil. That's all sitting here on the table. And like we talked about yesterday, it really helps when you put everything together in front of you. It makes you feel like you're in your own cooking show, but then it's also just as easy as it is as looks in one of those cooking shows. You always admire those people because they just go, oh, here's a quarter cup of thyme, we're just going to throw that in, whatever. Not a quarter cup of thyme, but they're just quickly, and everything is so easy. Well, give that to yourself. Let it be easy for you. Just put it out inside, in front of you, and it's fantastic. You can just do exactly like a cooking show. You could do this. Send me your live video of you making dinner. It would be awesome. I'd love to see it. I'd love to know that I inspired you. Okay, so what we're going to start with is we have a wedger here. This is going to save our time today. This is basically we're going to wedge everything we can right through this and just throw it into a bowl. I have a clear bowl in front of me. So I have red pepper that I've wedged already. Don't worry, we're going to do more wedging. And all I'm going to do with that already wedged red pepper is cut it in half. We like big chunks. Throw the big chunks into the bowl. I have an onion. I'm going to seat it in my wedger. Line it up. Boom, done. Into the bowl. Another onion. Into the bowl. This wedger is super, super cool. We make wedge potatoes on it and fill a bar pan all the time. We wedge as many potatoes as we'd like. We're going to do a potato now. Actually, I see a bad spot on my potato. I'm going to cut that off. We wedge potatoes all the time. We fill a whole bar pan. So for the 6 of us, I'll do 6 to 8 potatoes. I'll wedge them just like this. Put them into a bowl. You got to line yourself up. So there's your potato wedge, just like restaurant potato wedges. Throw them in a bowl. I'm actually going to cut these twice so that they're chunks now. But with your potatoes, throw them into a bowl, add some olive oil, some salt and pepper, some seasoning salt if you like, garlic, whatever you like on your fries, and put them in the oven for about 40 minutes at 400, and you've got potato wedge fries for dinner. Accompany any meal you'd like. Potato wedges a la whatever. They're great even if you have leftovers. We have leftovers all the time because we're constantly eating in this house. we have a meal, then we have a snack, then we have another snack. It's a constant flow of events. So we've talked a lot this week on meal planning. So I hope you've taken a little bit of that advice. I'm going to add some more to that today. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about was saving time. The trick to this wedger is lining up the wedger with the edges. It gets a little hairy if you don't do that. It's like trying to push something through a wall. We want you to prep the day before. I was sitting around the table last night at the hockey game with some of my hockey mom besties, and one of the moms was talking about how she made one meal that night but prepped for the next night's meal at the same time. So what she did is she cut up all her veggies for a stir fry. What am I doing? We're not done yet. Cut up all her veggies for a stir fry, had them all ready and waiting, so that the next night when she got home, she just popped those veggies in, cooked the rice, got the veggies going, and she had an awesome stir fry for her boys in less than half an hour, right? As long as it took for the rice to cook, which is a great meal time, like time-saving tip for meals. You can't go better. You can't do anything wrong with that. That's fantastic. If you can squeeze that into a night where you can chop up a couple extra veggies while we're sitting here doing something like this, then it's awesome. I have a zucchini here. I've just halved it. We're just going to chunk it. So that's a great tip, right? If you can prep for the next day, because you know what you're making, because you've written down your 5 meals, if you need to cut up some carrots or you can cut up something just to give yourself a little bit more peace of mind, then do it. Another thing you can consider, how much fun is it to go to the grocery store? Some of you might like it, some of you may not. Some of you probably just don't have time for it. So you've got to come up with a way to make that trip work for you. Now they have, I'm just drizzling olive oil on here, probably a little too much actually. I'm going to throw a little bit of rosemary in, about a tablespoon, because we have quite a few veggies here. But I'm going to cut the thing. Do your groceries online. Loblaws, Longos, even Walmart, salt and pepper. Walmart has lots of options where you can sit there from the comfort of your couch while watching your favorite episode of Grey's Anatomy. Pick your groceries from your meal plan. Pick your groceries from your meal plan. You're only selecting what you need. You know your basics, your milk, your breads, your eggs, whatever else, whatever you need for lunches, cold meat, some buns, what have you. Have that on a stable go-to list. And that's my oven. It's set at 425, ready to go. And just sit and order it. So the next day, when you're ready to go and pick it up, you're literally pulling into the grocery store parking lot, calling the guy to bring out your groceries, and you walk away. You're there for like 5 minutes. How awesome is that? Hi, Gail. Yes, Italian seasoning on all of this would work fantastic as well. You can use your seasoning of choice. Lemon pepper, bell pepper is a huge one in this house. Any seasoning you want, you can flavor with. These are your meals. You make them yours. Tonight we use rosemary in my house. I forgot a spatula. So, we'll get back to the online in a second. This is our veggies. There's zucchini, peppers, onions, potatoes, red peppers, 3 cloves of garlic, salt, pepper, and rosemary in here. All I'm going to do is toss this. If you have a bigger bowl, it probably works good too. You're just tossing this to coat everything with the oil and the spices. And the garlic, of course. We all love garlic. But yes, online grocery shopping saves you time, saves you money. You're not walking past something going, oh, that looks kind of cool. Hey, look, that's on sale. Oh, we need this. Oh, I didn't, maybe we could use this. What can I do with this? You don't have any of that. You're planned because you planned your meals. You're ready to go. You got your list going. It's perfect. I implore you to use it. Please use it. That's one of our cool little tricks that we've learned to use here in this house. Ooh, runaway zucchini. So we've got everything coated here nicely. All I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it into my pan, which maybe I'll bring the pan into view so you can actually see that. I'm limited. I have this straight up and down movement. If I go sideways on the camera, then you lose my face, which maybe not totally a bad thing, but hard to talk to. A little bit of extra olive oil floating around in there. Okay, so now our veggies are all here. Nice. They're going to sit across just like this. And you're thinking, where is the chicken going to go? Where can you possibly put the chicken at this point? Well, we have our chicken that I'm going to grab a fork for. I am utensily challenged today. Somehow I did not prep properly for the utensils. I have skin on, bone in chicken breasts, and I'm just going to sit them on top. 1, 2, 3. This guy's a little guy. Let's use another big one. 4. And the others I'll just simply put in the fridge or in the freezer for another time, another use. Don't hesitate to buy in bulk. I know a lot of you already do it. I do it constantly. Costco I utilize regularly. Let's put it that way. So we've got 4 chicken breasts sitting on top. All I'm going to do is I'm going to spray them with my olive oil spritzer. Just add a little bit of olive oil. Hey, Julie. This is kind of cool, this Facebook Live. People catching on at the same time. I can actually talk to you. So I am just spritzing these chicken, the chicken skin, the outsides of the chicken, however you want to put it, with olive oil. Very simple, very basic. And then I'm going to go back to my rosemary herb, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top as my seasoning. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. So this is going to go into the oven, and it's going to go in just like this. Because we have the sides on the stone, it will catch any of the juices and just keep everything moist inside. The chicken drippings will drip right into the vegetables, adding flavor to those as well. It's fantastic. We're going to put this in. We're putting it in at 425. And we're going to put it in for about 25 to 30 minutes. You got to check it. You've got to always make sure your chicken is cooked. Use your best judgment. With a stone in your oven, please make sure it is not in the top third of your oven. Your stones cannot take direct heat very well unless they're glazed. This one is glazed only on the outside, not on the inside. We want to keep it down about half to the bottom third, but I'm going to put it in at half. That's generally what I do. We're going to put that in there, come back in 25 to 30 minutes, and have our chicken ready to go for us. So go ahead, put this together for yourself tonight. You still got lots of time to do this. It took us, I don't even know, I can't see the time, but it hasn't been that long to put this all together. And we'll have dinner ready to go by 3:30. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, stoned chicken. Veggie wedger, you can wedge this meal into any of your days. And we'll go from there. Have a great day.